this video I'm going to share with you 5 tips so that you can buy the best CBD oil for you. We'll be covering extraction processes, labelling requirements, laboratory testing. We'll also talk about taste and application of the CBD oil, and we'll end the video by giving you some advice about how to find the best CBD oils. So as a member of the Cannabis Trades Association, I do need to let you know that we do sell CBD as a food supplement only here in the UK, so we don't make any medicinal claims. So I do hope you like this video. If you do, please be sure to give a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you can learn, live and share your CBD journey with me. Let's get into the video.
Hello, I'm going to be talking today about CO2 extraction and why we think it is beneficial for extracting cannabinoids. CO2 is termed as supercritical, and supercritical means it's below sub-zero temperature, so generally speaking around about -40. By extracting at these kind of temperatures, we preserve the natural constituents of the cannabinoid profile, the terpenes, and all the other flavonoids and components of the plant, thus giving us a really potent extract which is regarded as full spectrum.
Right, so I'm going to be talking about solvent extractions and why we use them, and why we're of the opinion that they are a superior extraction method. So the first reason is solvent extracts are both polar and non-polar, so we use ethanol, and what that means is we can pull all the plant chemicals in comparison to other extraction methods like CO2, which are just non-polar and only pull a selective amount of the plant chemicals. Now this is very important to us as a business and for our products. We want to ensure that all of the basis for what we're doing, the entourage effect that talks about full plant extracts, full spectrum, is a true full plant extract. So for us as a business, ensuring that our products have that full spectrum of cannabinoids and other plant matter and plant chemicals, it's essential that we do use a solvent and ethanol extraction in our products. But further to that, as an ongoing process and part of our development, we have dealt with CO2 extracts, we have dealt with ethanol extracts. What we find is we do a lot of post-processing, including THC removal, including separating and isolating the cannabis extract at a molecular level. What this enables us to do is specifically remove all the unwanted compounds and retain all of the good compounds that we want within that product. But ultimately, we want to make sure that we've got a commercial process that is economical. And if we take a CO2 extract and try and create a highly refined 75% oil without the THC, it takes 10 times the amount of work, 10 times the amount of money. So this is why we certainly love ethanol extracts, because we take the raw extract that can be up to a 50% in the first pass. We can take that, remove the THC, do some further refinements, and we can then create what we believe to be the premium product in the market at the moment.
Hello, my name is James Bozeman, and I am here to tell you one way you can check to make sure that your CBD product is safe. And that way is to ensure that that product has been tested by a verified lab, such as Phytovista Labs, ADAC Medical, or British Cannabis Labs. What you want to look for is the appropriate CBD content, the content that would be advertised on the bottle or product packaging. You'd also want to look for the THC content, which should be 0 in the UK, and the CBN content, which should also be 0.
When choosing a CBD oil, it's important to look for the milligrams and the percentage, because it allows you to compare the potency of what you're going to take, okay? So it's important to look for how many milligrams of CBD you have, and it's important to know the percentage strength of the CBD in the bottle. Here are 2 different size bottles. They have the same amount of CBD in them. However, because they are different sizes, they are different potency, and that's where the percentage becomes important. The higher the percentage, the stronger the potency. Excellent.
So the next thing to think about is the taste of the cannabis oil and also the application of it. So a raw extract CBD oil is going to taste very strongly of cannabis. Now, if you're very sensitive and you don't like the taste of things in your mouth, then it's best not to get a CBD oil that's a raw extract. It's best for you to buy one that's been flavoured, so that maybe has a peppermint flavour or a lemon flavour. They've got a wide variety nowadays. You also want to think about the application of it. Now, some CBD oils, the instructions on the back will tell you how long you need to hold it in your mouth for. Now, cannabis oil is a very, very subtle taste of cannabis, and you have to hold that in your mouth for 15 minutes. Now, if you're very, very sensitive to CBD and you really, really do not like the taste of cannabis at all, then maybe a CBD oil is not the best way for you to consume it. Maybe using a capsule would be better. Cannabis oil, as another example, that is a golden oil. It's like a raw, it's, you know, in its raw form, it's very, very potent, it's very strong. But you only have to hold that in your mouth for 60 seconds. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts really. You've got to think about, you know, what it's going to taste like and how long you've got to hold it in your mouth for. So the final tip I have for you about when you're choosing a CBD oil is it's best to get a recommendation from a friend or from a trusted source. Now, there are lots of forums on the internet. Here in the UK, we've got a Facebook forum called CBD Users UK, and you can go on there and you can listen to different people's testimonies of what oils they like, what they didn't like. Yeah, it's best to get it from a trusted source and to get some recommendations from people that you know or from people that you trust. So there you have the top 5 tips so that you can buy the best CBD oil for you. You want to be looking at the extraction process, that it's been tested at a laboratory, that the labelling instructions are clear, that it's had a recommendation from a friend or someone, a trusted source, and that also that you've looked at how it's going to taste and the application of it. So thank you for watching. I do hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.